All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're unpacking the 2026 playbook for Facebook marketing in Vietnam. If you're looking to make a real impact in one of Southeast Asia's most dynamic markets, this is everything you need to know. Let's get to it.
First things first, let's just talk about the sheer scale we're dealing with here. 76 million. That's how many people are on Facebook in Vietnam. I mean, that's not just a big number, it is a colossal opportunity. The potential reach is just absolutely off the charts. It's the undisputed king of social media in the country, period.
But here's the big question, right? With a potential audience that massive, why are so many brands just throwing money away? Why are ad campaigns failing to connect and conversion rates hitting a wall? This is the central problem we're going to solve today. So let's break down what's really going on. The hard truth is, the strategies that worked for you a year or two ago, they're probably the very things holding you back now. And that's because the game has fundamentally changed. And the biggest change of all is the algorithm itself. Heading into 2026, Meta is all in on short-form video. That means Reels are now the main event. If your whole strategy is still built around old-school static images or carousels, you are effectively becoming invisible. The algorithm is literally hiding your content. And the performance gap isn't small, it is staggering. We're seeing reach for old formats drop by as much as 40%. Meanwhile, Reels, they're pulling in 8 times more engagement. This isn't just a minor shift, you guys, it's a complete performance earthquake. And here's a number you just cannot ignore. 98%. That's the percentage of Vietnamese users who get on Facebook using their phones. So if your ads, your website, your entire customer journey isn't designed for a vertical screen, you've already lost. You have to think vertical, you have to think fast, and you have to think mobile first. Okay, so we know the problem. How do we fix it? Well, the new playbook is a powerful 1-2 punch. You combined Meta's incredibly smart AI tools with a creative strategy that puts Reels front and center. This is the formula for what's working right now. Look, using Meta's Advantage Plus and its other AI tools isn't really optional anymore. They do so much of the heavy lifting. We're talking about automatically finding new customers, testing different ad creatives for you, changing your bids on the fly, and even moving your budget to the winning ads. It's like having a super smart assistant working 24/7. And what does this mean for your bottom line? Well, take a look. By letting the AI do its thing and find the people most likely to convert, you can slash your cost per click by up to 40%. That means your budget stretches further and you reach better people for less money. It's all about working smarter, not just spending more. But remember, AI is only half the battle. You've still got to feed it great creative. So here are 4 Reels formulas that are absolutely crushing it in Vietnam. Lead with a hook that screams, "What's in it for me?" Jump on trending local audio. Let real customers tell their story, and always give away tons of value before you ask for anything in return. Okay, so you've got the AI working for you, you've got the right creative formats. Now it's time to talk about the real secret weapon, hyper-localization. This right here is what separates the good campaigns from the truly great ones. First off, you have to understand that Vietnam is not one single market. It's really 3 distinct regions with different cultures and audience sizes. You've got the South, which is the biggest piece of the pie, but the North and Central regions are massive, important markets you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. And here's the kicker. They all communicate differently. If you're talking to an audience in Hanoi, you need a more formal, structured tone. Down in Ho Chi Minh City, it's much more casual, fast-paced, and direct. And in the central region, it's all about being practical and focusing on value. A one-size-fits-all message is doomed to fail. And hey, if you need proof, here it is. This is powerful. Brands that take the time to actually tailor their ads with local dialects and nuances see a 2.5 times better return on their investment. That's a game-changing advantage that most outsiders completely miss. All right, let's pull all this theory together into a real, concrete action plan. We've talked about the why and the what. Now let's get into the how you can actually put this stuff to work starting today. So, job number 1 in our action plan is to fix the biggest leak in your funnel, which for many is the lead form. You have to realize users in Vietnam are pretty privacy conscious. If you ask for too much info, you're looking at a 35% drop-off rate right out of the gate. So, the solution is all about optimization. You want to keep your forms incredibly simple, 2, maybe 3 fields, max. Everything should be in Vietnamese. Build trust by showing local payment options people know, like Momo and Zalo Pay. use those AI-powered instant forms to pre-fill data, and then follow up quickly with an SMS.
And the result of making these seemingly small changes? It's huge. A 45% jump in lead quality. See, you don't just get more leads, you get better leads, the kind of people who are actually serious about becoming customers.
Now, let's set some realistic expectations for your results. You're not going to get rich in week 1. That's all about collecting data. By weeks 2 and 3, your goal should be to break even. The real magic starts to happen between weeks 4 and 8. That's when a 1.5 to 2.5 times return is a very solid target. And from there, it's just about tweaking and scaling up. And one last technical but super critical point, to really measure your success, you need cross-device attribution. Think about it. A customer sees your ad on their phone during their commute, does some research on their laptop at home, then buys on their phone again later. If you can't track that whole journey, you might think your ads aren't working when they're actually the reason you made the sale.
So let's just end on this thought. Your competition is already out there using AI, creating killer reels, and speaking the local language to get 2.5 times better results. The playbook is right here in front of you. The only question is, are you ready to catch up?